Hello and welcome to the channel. This is Meredith, and today I have my unboxing for you for March 2023. And this will be things that I was sent to review and also things I spent my own money on. So if you're interested in seeing what I picked up this month, stay tuned for that. I also have a couple of announcements. I am not receiving BoxyCharm PR anymore because of the Ipsy takeover of BoxyCharm. And then on top of that, I finally have been able to renew my Allure Beauty box. So hopefully I'll be getting my March box soon. I will be posting before you see this. Current day today, Meredith will be posting the spoiler video for April 2023 for Allure, so definitely check out on my channel for that if you're on the Allure Beauty box list, etc. So on top of that, I'm also working on getting through my vlogs. So I have like a weekly vlog series and also a weekend in my life series, and then on top of that I do some traveling, etc. So let me know what you think about it. Right now I am in 2022, sorry about the airplane, so I want you to let me know if you want me to just continue trying to catch up, if you want me to only do travel vlogs because I have quite a few travels from 2022 and things like that, or if you want me to just jump right ahead to the current day. I think those are all of the announcements. Definitely consider subscribing, putting the bell icon, etc. if you like this sort of content from a very regular person. And then also consider following me over on Instagram at Eat, Stretch, Explore. I do post a little bit more frequently over there because it's a little bit easier to post on my phone. With all of those announcements out of the way, I'm going to just jump right into this first box here, which I think is a very interesting box for me. So this one is from Influencer. This is going to be Dr. Pepper. It's the new flavor, which is the strawberries and cream. I believe I got the zero sugar one, so we'll see how it is when I open this item. So thank you to Influencer and Dr. Pepper for choosing me to try this out. Yes, this is what it looks like here. So it's going to be the brand new flavor, which is the strawberries and cream. There's a zero sugar and then also probably a regular sugar option here. It looks like I got the zero sugar option. I think I might try this out on the vlog, so hopefully by the time you see that it won't be completely off the shelves. Just because I do think I kind of want to put it in the fridge, because since it is the diet version, I feel like that tastes a little bit better when it's cold, and I need to do a flat lay and stuff to post over on my Instagram as part of the agreement with Influencer. I am excited to try this out because I have been craving soda for like about a week and a half or so. I just haven't gotten around to going to the grocery store to buy it. But yeah, this is the first item. So this is the next box. So this is nondescript. I think it came from YesStyle, but it doesn't say YesStyle on the return address, so I'm a little bit worried. I did make an order for YesStyle, so I'll try to link anything that I bought below, just because I've been trying to like change up some things and I needed some refills and stuff. So let me open this up. Hopefully it is YesStyle. It does appear to be my YesStyle order, so I'll try to show this to you. So I think I bought everything for about $50. There's a lot of crinkly packaging, so I'm going to try to do it off camera for you so you don't have to hear the crinkles. This is the first item, so I'm going to unbag it. So this one is a plaid shirt. This is what it looks like. It's honestly a little bit different than I thought it was going to be, if I'm being 100% honest with you. I thought it was going to be a little bit thicker, but the fabric kind of feels like a cotton tablecloth. So hopefully after I wash it and stuff, it's going to be a little bit softer feeling. But I believe this is a one size fits all or fits most sort of dealio. I don't know what these care instructions mean. It says, please will turn face washing clothes not to be able to soak for a long time, cannot be mixed washing. My guess is this means like wash it separately and with like colors. So I did buy this because I wanted a little bit more of a casual look these days. So I wanted to have a little bit of an option in my wardrobe for a long sleeved button up sort of option. I would say something I was a little bit concerned about, because sometimes when I buy clothes off of YesStyle and also like some of the Asian/Chinese websites, sometimes there's like a scent, like a chemical manufacturing scent, and that one did not have a smell. So I'm very excited to report that it did not have a scent like that. The next items here are going to be kind of random, so let me open this one. Okay, so this is a little bit random. It's kind of like undergarments, but basically I needed some more undershorts for my skirts and dresses now that we're getting into summer, and most of my undershorts were pretty old. They were from maybe like 2015 or so, so they needed to be replaced. So this one is actually quite nice, and they're quite soft. So they're like the stretchy fabric. It's not like those polyester bike shorts sort of style, so this one is a little bit smoother. So yeah, I'm very happy with these, and these were about $3, so I would recommend checking them out if you're also in the need. I got mine in black, and I also have another pair in here, so let me grab those out. These are basically the same, but maybe a little bit easier to see since I am not wearing light colored clothing. But yeah, these are just basic undershorts. So I would say there are quite a few options on YesStyle for undershorts like this. And they're just really nice to have as a little bit of a safety short underneath any dresses or skirts you're wearing. So definitely look around to see what the best prices are and reviews, etc. but I will try to link them below. Hashtag ad, I think that's what you're supposed to say these days. It will be a associate thing, but I don't think I actually get any commission, just letting you know that. But I'm just going to link them below so you can find other reviews. This is the next item here. It's another collared shirt. So this is a really basic collared shirt. It's cropped and it's short sleeved. So basically I had quite a few other shirts similar to this, but I wanted to replace them because they were starting to get old, and the seams underneath the armpits in my older ones were starting to show wear, / they were like I had to stitch them back up. So I just wanted to have this one here for summer. I think it would be really nice to pair with a lot of the clothes I've been buying recently, so this one was a good investment. And this one I think was also one size fits most, I believe. But it had pretty good reviews, and I'm happy to report that it does not have a chemical scent either, and it seems like it's going to be pretty okay. The fabric is actually quite thick compared to some of the ones that I bought in like the subway station in Korea that I actually enjoy, but yeah, I don't have to worry about this one being see-through or anything like that. So this is a black shirt. This next one here is also something that I bought to replace something else that wore out in the underarm. So let me pull this out. This one is also very much similar to the one that I'm replacing. Honestly, I had that other one since like 2010, I think. So this one is definitely a needed replacement. So I would say that some of the a little bit of the quality control is a little bit off on this one, to be completely honest. I don't know if you can see this on camera, but yeah, the string in the buttonhole is a little bit strange. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of trimming and kind of sewing in the ends of the thread, etc. So this is what it looks like. It does feel like it's pretty good. No weird scent from manufacturing, etc. It is like kind of a smooth sort of feeling nylon / polyester, I think. So I mean, it's obviously not cotton, so depending on how you feel about synthetic textiles, that is something to consider. So this is going to be synthetic fibers, obviously, so it's kind of like a lightweight, not quite as thick as the black one that I have, the cropped one. So I'm actually quite excited for this because I think it'll be really good to layer underneath some of my darker solid cardigans, just as a little bit of a pop of color and a little bit of visual interest. So within here is something that I also bought because I needed it as a replacement, but then I got sent other similar things in my BoxyCharm, so let me take it out of the bubble wrap. The item that I really needed, which kind of jump-started the purchasing on YesStyle, is a cleansing oil. This is the rice water one. I have tried this in the past. I have liked it. It's very gentle and it's very soothing actually feeling on my skin, and I don't have to worry about it breaking me out or anything, so I went back to the classic. Next up, I bought a concealer from Etude. So I just bought a replacement. This one is in Sand 23N1. This is the Big Cover Skin Fit Concealer Pro, and I have used this in the past on my vlogs, and I'm sure you've seen it. It covers really well, actually. It is a very affordable price, and you can buy it definitely on YesStyle, and I think I've seen it on Amazon, but I don't know if it's like truly the product if you buy it on Amazon. So definitely do your due diligence there, but I did buy a refill because I needed it. And then I also got a similar product from Etude, and this is the Big Cover Skin Fit Concealer Pro, and I got it in Neutral Mint. Just to kind of neutralize the redness in my face around my nose especially, I needed a replacement of the green to put on there. So the next item here is very weird for me. It's a hat. So recently I went on a cruise and I bought my first hat like in my entire life, and I wanted to buy another one to try this one out. I would say I was a little bit worried about how it would be packaged because it does have like the baseball cap duckbill. It has some form reinforcing plastic in it. So let me show you what this looks like. No, it's too big. It's really big. I'll have to like monkey around with it when I have a little bit more time. So it is very lightweight. It does have a little bit of that chemically scent though. Yeah. Definitely a little bit of the chemically scent, but I did kind of like this derpy duck here. I'm sure that they probably ripped it off somewhere, so I apologize if that's the case. I'm just not up on my brands, but this is 100% cotton, and it does feel like quite breathable actually. It's not like mesh or anything, so I was a little bit worried about it just because my head does get quite hot in the summer, but I feel like it might be good to have this sort of item in my collection just so that I can shade my face from the sun. This is the final item. Before I jump into the shirt, I also got this moisturizing serum sample from Skin 1004. So usually when you buy like skincare and makeup products from YesStyle, they throw in a couple samples. I only got one this time, which is a little bit slim. This is the final item that I purchased, and this one it has a little bit of a heart pattern. It's kind of like a cream color, but I wanted another blouse, and I didn't want to have like a full collar, so I like this little bit of a small collar, and it's not too far down, if that makes sense. And I did like the back because it does have some darting and some ruching. I don't know, I'm not a textile person, but I just like this sort of shape, just because it gives you a little bit more of a shape when you wear it. But it does feel like pretty okay. It also has some sleeves. On the sleeves here, it does have a little bit of a elastic band in here just to give it a little bit of a form for when you wear it. But I'm actually quite happy with this one as well. So always buying shirts, so it's a little bit stressful on YesStyle because there's so many different options. But I will say that I have been quite happy with all of the ones that I bought right now. None of them feel like too stiff, like too synthetic. They're obviously all not cotton, so just throwing that out there. So I knew what I was getting into, but sometimes when you buy the synthetic fibers, they're very stiff and they feel like you're gonna rip it, like feels like cardstock kind of. I hope you know what I mean. But yeah, these have been really good so far. Next up is a sample sale item. I know I've been buying a lot of clothes, but my body has been changing, and also a lot of my clothes are very old. So I'm just kind of replacing things that I realized have gotten really faded, have holes in them, or just like have been like in my closet for more than a decade. So this one here, I went to the Cause sample sale. So this one is extra small, and it was originally $99. So Cause is owned by the same brand as H&M, which also owns And Other Stories. So just so you know, I don't know. I kind of learned that recently. But this is just a shift dress. What I did like about it was that these sleeves are a little bit wider, just because I'm a little bit self-conscious about my arms. So yeah, this one is pretty nice. It's like a mid-length for me, and I'm pretty short, but I did like it. It does not have pockets, which is a little bit of a bummer, but I did get it for $15, which I thought was a really good price. And it's something that I could wear like in and out of the office. It's also like a medium, kind of heavy weight, so it might be good for kind of like these spring nights, because it's a little bit colder outside, stuff like that. So I'm very happy with this purchase. The next thing also came from the Cause sample sale. I just needed another undershirt, very boring, but most of my undershirts came from Uniqlo quite a while ago, and they have discontinued the line that I typically buy, which is the Airism one. And I know they still have Airism, but the one I like is a little bit wider of a strap without any seams, and they don't have that anymore. I've asked multiple people in these stores, multiple stores here in New York, and they don't have them anymore. So when I saw this and it was only $5, I figured I would give it a go. It's kind of very stretchy fabric, and it's a little bit, it feels thin, but it also doesn't feel like too thin. So I would say it feels like it's going to give a little bit of shape and form to my body without being too heavy or anything like that. So very basic sort of undershirt situation here. Okay, so this came while I was on my cruise, so let me open it. I know exactly what it is because obviously I bought it. These are going to be the refill lids for my Virtual line capsules for my Nespresso. So I bought the original pack, so I'll try to link that below. I do recommend it, especially if you like refilling your capsules with your own coffee tastes and things like that. Because for the Virtual line Nespresso machines, you have to actually buy directly from Nespresso. There's not like a Starbucks version or anything that I've seen at least. So I do like having the option of refilling it with my own coffee. So I bought these because I ran out of the foil lids. It does take a little bit of getting used to refill it, just because you have to be like right at the right angle, but I have really been enjoying having it, so I do need to refill my capsules, so this came at the right time. And the next item here came in PR, and I am trying this out. So I have already been using it because I needed to send in my review. This is from Huda Beauty, and this one is the Faux Filter Luminous Matte Liquid Concealer, and it's in the shade Granola 4.5G. I would say this is not the right shade for me, which is probably on me because I chose it, but this is what it looks like. So it comes in like a plastic, matte plastic container. So this is what the applicator looks like here. So I would say that this was not the right shade for me, which again is on me, but just wanted to show it to you. So this is what it looks like here. So it looks like it fits pretty okay with my hands, but I like to always say that I have mitted hands because I never wear gloves or anything in the winter, so my hands get very dark. But when I try to put it on my face, and I know that all my skin is like very different colors, but yeah, it just wasn't the right shade. So I would say that this is very full coverage concealer, so just know that going into it, that you're going to be able to see lines and stuff. So right now my skin is going through the spring process, so it's quite patchy and dry. So it has been clinging to patches of dry skin for me. It might just be a user error, but just letting you know that. I am happy to report that compared to some of the Huda Beauty foundations and things that I've tried in the past, this one does not have a fragrance added, which was something I was excited to see because yeah, sometimes it's a little bit too much. So I'm gonna just use this sponge that I have here. It's clean, it just looks dirty, just to show you what it looks like. So it does kind of blot out, but again, when I put it on my under eyes, it's definitely not the right color for me. But yeah, anyway. It does feel like it's a very good concealer, and a little bit goes a long way. I would say though that the applicator is like quite hard to get. Every time I do it, it has like a big glop on it, so just be careful. So you just have to kind of like squeegee it off within the concealer tube. But I have liked it. It's just a little bit, I have to know going into it to be very light-handed with my application. The next item here is upside down, I think. Hold on. The next box is from e.l.f. and this is also from Influencer, I believe. And this is what it looks like on the inside. So I'm actually quite excited because I've heard really good things about the e.l.f. products recently, and I haven't really had any chance to try them out. Oh, there's a lot in here actually. So it looks like it's going to be some of their new products, I think. I haven't really seen anyone talk about some of these, so let me just give you a rundown about what I have in here. I don't have any information on this card other than it's pink. But yeah, let me just start with this. This is the Luminous Putty Bronzer. I have the Putty Primer. I don't know where it is. I was looking for it. I don't know where it is. I do have it, but I had it in the wrong shade. I bought it in medium because at one point I thought I was darker than I am. But yeah, let me just pull this one out. The shade is Summer Fridays here, and let me see if I have any more info for you. So again, this is in Summer Fridays. I don't know how many shades there are, but it says your fave putty bronzer now has a glowing sun-kissed finish. This lightweight and buildable putty to powder bronzer blends seamlessly on the skin and delivers a hint of shimmer. If used with argan oil and vitamin E, this formula smooths and evens out the complexion for a radiant summer glow. Using the putty bronzer brush or clean fingers, gently pat the bronzer onto the cheeks, forehead, and anywhere else you want to kiss a bronze. Blend out using wide circular motions. So since I do have to try it out, even though it's against my better judgment, I'm going to try to put it on my hand here where I have a little bit of that concealer. So this is what it looks like in the container here. It does not have a scent. Okay, so it's like very smooth and glass-like on top until I put my finger in it. So let me just do a little bit of tapping here. So where I put my concealer, it's actually still showing up a little bit. So I'm very excited to try this out. It's very subtle actually, so I'm quite excited for that because sometimes I feel like the bronzers I've been sent in BoxyCharm are quite dark for me. And as somebody who's not very good at makeup and also not very precise, it's been a little bit scary. So I'm gonna move on to the next item. So this next one here is lip lacquer, and this is in the shade Black Cherry, and let me show you this. So it's really actually, I would say Black Cherry is not what I would call it. I guess I would call it more like a very dark mauve, like maybe some sort of wine. It's kind of almost browny. This does have a scent. It smells like kind of like vanilla, so I'm going to try it because I don't have anything on my lips right now, so let me find a mirror. Okay, so I have nothing on my lips. You could see the color definitely, but it's not like super punchy, so I'm very excited for that. I was a little bit worried it was going to go on either way too dark. So sometimes I've been sent some browner kind of shades and it kind of is too dark for me and just my general style of makeup. But I would say that this one is quite nice. It's kind of sticky though, but I only just put it on. Once I put it on my mouth, it still does kind of have like a hint of vanilla, but it also has, you know, like the lipstick taste, it kind of has that taste as well. So I'm definitely excited that this one is a very wearable color. I would say that it doesn't feel like the most luxe container, which makes sense because I mean it's e.l.f. I would say that the actual twist top is pretty strong, so I don't have to worry about it popping open in my purse or anything like that. So I'm actually quite happy with this, and I'm definitely going to continue wearing it. I'll try to give you an opinion at the end of the video about whether or not it makes my mouth feel dry at the end, my lips. So I'm going to move on to this one. This is the Lash and Roll Mascara. It's curling and lifting, clean vegan formula. I'm not going to be able to try it because I do have 2 layers of mascara on, even though they have melted, so sorry about that. As an update, the Stila one, not a huge fan because it does leave me having raccoon lines. This is in the shade Black, and it says, get the curled lashes of your dreams with Lash and Roll unique double-sided brush. The shorter bristles hold formula while the longer bristles separate and lift lashes for maximum curl. The incredible long-lasting formula is flake and smudge resistant for your most dramatic lashes ever. Wiggle in a zigzag motion from the base to tip to evenly coat lashes. Using the longer bristles, comb through the lashes to separate and lift. Set your look by layering a second coat for maximum curl. This is the actual brush size, so hopefully it's in focus for you. So it's actually quite interesting. I have been noticing that a lot of places have those double-sided brushes these days, and it's very interesting. It makes sense. Like logically it makes sense, but it's very interesting to see that that is a new trend. So the next item here is the Power Grip Primer with 4% niacinamide. It says 4% niacinamide to even skin tone, and it says it is the clear and transparent one. I have heard really good things about the one that's like green, because it's supposed to be like similar to the Milk Makeup Power Grip one. I haven't tried it personally. This is honestly a little bit smaller than I thought it was going to be within the packaging, and when I looked on the back, it has like the actual amount in here, and it is smaller than I typically would expect to see. But again, this is a very affordable brand. But 0.8 fluid ounces or 24 mLs, which is kind of small. I'm looking over here what I have. I have my Touch in Soul one, which I've been using, and it's 1.1 fluid ounces. And then I also have this Elemis one, which is also 60 mLs or 2 fluid ounces. So this one's pretty small, I would say. But those are just like some other products I have sitting around. So let me know if you've tried this one or if you've tried the green one and what you think about it. Okay, I'm not going to use it right now. Well, I'm going to try to use it a little bit right now just to show you what the texture looks like, because again, I do have to use this to test it out. Okay, it's very cold out of the tube. I wasn't expecting that. It does come out really fast. I don't smell any distinct scent. It is thicker than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, there's no scent to it. It is quite sticky. I don't know if you can see how sticky it felt to my finger, but it does look like this. Not that you can see it, but it does have a little bit of a shine, and I could definitely see where I stopped using it. And like right here is where the concealer is, and then there's like a strip here. It is very sticky, so I think that's probably what you're supposed to feel with it, because it is the Power Grip line, but just letting you know that. It feels definitely like there's something on my hand right there. The final item in the box is this Total Sponge set. So this is Complexion Perfection has never been easier with the Sponge Trio. These 3 sponges are latex free and feature unique shapes to help blend, conceal, and contour. Use wet or dry with liquid, powder, or cream formulas. The Total Face Sponge can be used for blending out foundation. The Camel Concealer Sponge can be used around small areas like the eyes to blend the concealer. And the Angled Definition Sponge can be used for baking or setting the under eyes and contours of your face. So yeah, I'm quite excited for this because you never can have enough sponges. Thank you to Elf and Influencer for sending those to me. I'm definitely excited to try them out and give you my full and honest opinion. So the next item here, I'm very much out of my element, so like I've had to do 15 retakes. But yes, this one is from Whey and Influencer, so thank you to both Influencer and Whey for letting me try this out to share my own honest opinion. Oh, it's very scented. When I opened the box, it hit me. It's like very tropical fruit scent. Okay, I do appreciate that they put it in a plastic bag, because sometimes when they send things, it's not, and then it gets messy. It looks like I got sent the body cleanser. Sorry that it's not focusing. So I do have a little bit of info to share with you. It says it's a new body cleanser and body creme in St. Bart's scent. I didn't get sent the body creme, so I can't give you any opinion about that, but it comes in like a little tub like that. But I did get sent the body cleanser, and it says cleanse and soften your skin. Gentle cleansing formula balances skin without stripping or leaving a residue. Rosehip oil helps to moisturize and brighten skin. Jojoba oil deeply hydrates without clogging the pores. So it says, not your basic beach. St. Bart's has notes of dragon fruit, orange blossom, tuberose, and musk. So it sounds like it's going to be a very complex scent, so I don't know why it smelled so tropical fruit to me. To me, it kind of smelled like papaya and mango, and a little bit of coconut, so let me give it another sniff test. So now that I did the sniff test, I think that it smells fresh. I know that that's a very terrible description, but it doesn't smell super duper fruit heavy like it did when I opened the box, so I still don't know why the box smelled so tropical fruit to me. It has a little bit of a powder scent to it and a little bit of a fruit scent, but it also has a little bit of a deep kind of mellow scent in the back. So I don't know how else to describe it. I'm sorry that I'm not a scent influencer or how to review it, but I do think that it's going to smell really nice. I'm hoping that it doesn't linger too much, but it does have like a very powder fresh scent to me. So let me know if you've tried this or if you've tried the body creme, because honestly I really need a nice body creme, and if I'm being completely transparent with you, Whey is a little bit pricey, so I don't know necessarily if I would be able to justify paying the Whey price without knowing if it's actually going to be super moisturizing on my skin. So thank you to Whey and Influencer for letting me try this out so I can give you my full and honest opinion about it. Look for my empties videos to come out. I have been trying to do my empties videos for a while now for 2022, but I'm also collecting empties underneath my desk here for 2023 as well, so I will be continuing to update you there. Within this bag, it's a little bit funny, but yeah, it's my cruise haul. So okay, so as I mentioned, we were on Norwegian. We took the Getaway, which is the name of the ship. So because of the port change, we actually ended up getting like $200 onboard credit due to the changes in itinerary, which I thought was very generous. But yeah, this is what we ended up buying because we wanted a little bit of a memento, but it was $6.99, and it's like one of those thirsty coasters. And I'm actually quite excited about this because I'm an old lady and I love coasters. I have coasters like on all of my desks and tables. I have 2 right over there. I'm laughing because I have 2 over there. But yeah, anyway, this one is going to be a nice memorabilia, and it's actually not as expensive as I thought it would be because, again, we're a captive audience on a ship, and usually the prices in gift stores at like hotels and stuff are very high, so $6.99 I thought was a very reasonable price for this. The other thing I bought was a magnet because, as you know, I love collecting magnets. So on our overnight in Orlando, we went one night to the Universal Studios and did Mardi Gras, and then I looked at the magnets there and they weren't that, they didn't catch my eye. So the next day we went to Kennedy Space Center and I bought this one because I thought this one was quite nice. It says be greater than average. This is like kind of a dorky thing, but this was kind of expensive for a magnet, but I wanted to remember the vacation. It was $9.99, which is a little bit pricey, but I did like this. They had quite a few other magnets, so I'm giving a review of the gift shop. They did have some that were like $4.99, and those ones were fine. I just like this one a little bit better. And they also had quite a large range. We had a lot of school groups there when we were at both of the places. There are so many school groups. So I would say if your kids are on a school group in Kennedy Space Center, there's enough things at the gift shop that if you send your child with like $10, there would be plenty of options. And I just thought these kids were super cute. They were like 2nd to 4th graders, and they're like, yeah, I really want to buy some books. And you know, I love when little kids want to buy books, you know, rather than the astronaut candy and ice cream. So anyway, it was a really good vacation. We learned a lot of things, and yeah, it was really good. We're at the bottom of my hamper finally, so the next few items are very random. So as you know, Bed Bath & Beyond is not doing so hot, so as a result, a lot of stores are closing. So in New York, there's also, I don't know if it's anywhere else, but there's a store called Harmon Face Values, which is actually Bed Bath & Beyond. So I went there on Upper West Side to pick up some items, and it was like not the best of sales, so honestly I maybe should go back kind of now because it's been a month or so, but I did buy some things. So the first off thing I bought was tissue paper because I always need tissue paper, and this was like 11 cents. And it was because it was on Christmas sale, so they had Christmas and holiday sale for 80% off plus the additional 20% off, so this was very good price. So I bought this. The next thing I bought was because I wanted to have nails, so I wanted to try these out, and these were like $2 or $3. But yeah, this is the Kiss brand, and it was the short length, so I figured that these aren't quite as gaudy as some of the long ones, and I also feel like long nails are kind of gross because they get stuff stuck in them. But yeah, I'm going to try these out, and I figured like $2 to try it out was enough for me to try the gamble. And then I also got these ones. These are the Bare But Better, and they're also short. And I wanted some like natural looking ones, so I got those. Before my cruise, my phone gave out. I had an iPhone 11 and it gave out, so I had to buy a phone, which was terrible timing because you never want to go on a vacation with a brand new phone. So I ended up upgrading to a 14. I needed some more of these rings anyway, so I put one on my Kindle so that I could read comfortably on the deck, and then I also bought put one on my new phone. These work really well, and they're actually quite inexpensive. So I was kind of eyeing pop sockets, but dang, they're expensive. They're like $15. So I bought these. It was a 5-pack for like $4. But I do like these, and they do have like the rings, so like you set it up so you can watch things and like have it sitting upright. So I did like that for both my Kindle and my phone. So I will put these in a link below for you if you want to look at reviews and stuff, but they're pretty durable actually. I just realized now that I'm like rich in concealers when I had zero to begin with. But I bought a e.l.f. camo concealer, and this was like $2.30. So yeah, I bought this one. It was 16-hour camo concealer in matte finish, and this one's in the shade Light Peach. But yeah, I have liked this in the past, so I bought it because again, it was like very discounted, and it has the oversized doe foot. I'm not going to open it because I do have the other ones open right now. But yeah, that one was a good deal. And the final items here are things that I bought myself, and it's from the Inkey list. So they were running a really good sale, and it was just the items that I needed. So let me show you what I got. I just got really confused because there were some freebies and they were full size and I didn't remember ordering them. But yeah, this one is the Oat Cleansing Balm. So this one is just a classic item from Inkey list. It was very cheap when I bought it. It was like $5 or $6, I think, and I needed a cleansing balm because I used to buy them all the time at like Marshall's or TJ Maxx, but they haven't had cleansing balms there forever, so I just needed one to replace. So now I have this and my cleansing oil, so now I'm set for life. Well, maybe not life, maybe for the next year. This one is the Fulvic Acid Brightening Cleanser. I don't remember ordering this one because actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I was supposed to get 2 oat cleansing balms because I bought the 2-pack. But yeah, it's supposed to help you with brightening. It's a organic acid found in peat and is produced when plants decompose. Gel cleanser removes makeup and helps enhance exfoliation for brighter looking skin. It improves the appearance of uneven skin tone whilst helping to soothe and calm skin. I might actually need to ask my friend. Maybe I accidentally gave her, because I know she bought a cleanser too, so I'm gonna have to ask her about that. And then the other item was this, and this is the rosehip oil. It's an oil for at night, and it's a rich oil, powerful antioxidant. It's extracted from the seeds of the native rose plant. Helps improve skin tone, texture, and pigmentation. So that is everything from March. Let me know below if you tried any of these products. Also, I apologize that this was a very long video. I didn't think it was gonna be that long, but I had a lot of products to show you and to try out that I wasn't aware of in those little boxes. That little elf box was full of products, so I didn't expect to have that many to unbox. But yeah, thank you again for watching, and definitely consider subscribing. I will be working on my vlogs very soon here, and also that spoiler video for the Allure Beauty box. Thank you again for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.